This is NR2003 Predicts. We take the entry list of the top 3 NASCAR series, send them through the N ratings algorithm, set them up by their provisional lineups, and set the forecast as they will be on race day, and we see what the computer says will be the finishing order on race day. Both Trucks and Cup dealing with postponements. They finally get on track with the Truck Series. Grant Enfinger first crossed the line. A very redeeming win for him, even though he is not competing in all the races this season. John Hunter Nemechek, Chandler Smith, Tyler Ankrum, and Bubba Wallace making up the top 5. A few of these Cup drivers coming down and trying to get some practice. Doesn't look like it's going to work out for some guys. Like Kyle Larson, considered a favorite, finishes there back in the 20s. However, he is starting up front for the first Cup race on dirt since 1970. Green flag out here at Bristol. First lap about to be in the books, 250 laps in total around this half-mile race circuit covered in dirt. And we don't have any trends for this race, obviously the first of its kind, but we do have some past winners at Eldora in the Truck Series. In fact, all but one past winner in that race is entered in today's race, the lone exception being Matt Crafton. Austin Dillon, the first winner of that event back in 2013. And we're going to have some problems here on the front stretch. Ryan Newman and Tyler Reddick making contact, and rebounds up into Matt Benedetto. Goes Ryan Newman up into the turn 1 wall, and caution will fly on lap number 10. Certainly wouldn't be a surprise to see a lot of cautions today, but that's our first. And we're going to have stages at lap 100 and 200. Green flag flies once again. Larson out in front. Kevin Harvick trailing just behind. Bubba Wallace won the Eldora event in 2014, trying to work his way into some better finishes this season. He is currently running inside the top 20. His season high so far being a 16th place run at both Phoenix and Atlanta, the past 2 races. Kevin Harvick trying to work his way to the inside of Kyle Larson as they deal with some lap traffic, and that might play a little bit into advantage for some of the cars that are trying to catch up to the leader. Guys trying to stay on the lead lap, and Harvick's going to take advantage of that. Christopher Bell, the 2015 Eldora winner, and definitely a dirt track ringer, if that's a term you can coin to somebody. But there's definitely some guys with experience on dirt and guys that definitely don't have that experience. Bell's going to be one of those to look out for, and it looks like Ryan Newman's car, he was continuing in the race, but it looks like it's finally going to give out, and he is going to limp down to pit lane and take that one behind the wall for the day. Kyle Larson fighting his way back underneath Kevin Harvick. Not necessarily able to pull a slide job, but should be able to get it done in the next lap or so and get back up front. Chase Briscoe won Eldora in 2018. We should mention Kyle Larson won the event back in 2016, but Briscoe, Cup rookie, trying to find some better finishes. And obviously, being a Cup rookie, you're not going to have the greatest finishes to start off with, but so far, he's kind of lingering around the 20th position, and that is just kind of a sign of the struggles that Stewart-Haas Racing has been having. And the most recent winner at Eldora back in 2019, Stuart Friesen, making his Cup debut in the Spire Motorsports number 77. He actually has finished top 3 in the past 3 Eldora events, trying to see if he can bring this one to a good finish. Stage 1 is going to finish up, and Kyle Larson is out in front, followed by Kevin Harvick, William Byron, Austin Dillon, and Christopher Bell. Everyone going to come down and take their pit stops, and now we've got Kevin Harvick out in front, and William Byron with some damage. Looks like he got that on pit lane. We're going to take a lap around with him. He won the exhibition midweek iRacing event here at Bristol Dirt, the first one of the season, and he is definitely showing that he can do it both virtually and in real life. We're going to have to see if that car can hold up with that damage. Denny Hamlin currently leading the points standings, and so far maintaining his spot on the lead lap, but he is dealing with some lap traffic here, trying to get around everybody and just isn't getting down to the low side. Trying to work the high line, which can work here at this racetrack, obviously on the dirt, but at the moment the lapped cars are still maintaining their spot down low. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. trying to work that low line. He is a lap down at this point, but he is a driver that is capable on the dirt. Currently finds himself right at the playoff bubble. A little early to talk about it, but obviously something to keep up on with the topsy-turvy nature of the start of the season. Might be someone that might be an underdog, especially if the SHR cars are struggling. Ryan Blaney, the most recent winner at Atlanta, also finds himself a lap down. Not doing the best right now. And Michael McDowell, he's actually doing a really good performance here on the dirt. 4th place right now as he's trying to deal with some of the lap traffic, but he has found himself around a lot of competitive drivers. His win is there, but it's a matter of can he hold down the points position. Riding on board Joey Logano, who's having a pretty solid run right now as he goes by the 4 car of Kevin Harvick. That's for 2nd place. He's looking ahead at the 5 of Kyle Larson, still at the lead. There's Martin Truex Jr. working his way on the low line. We haven't seen a lot of caution so far, which is pretty fortunate. Truex Jr. a part of the truck race among several Cup drivers trying to get an early leap on learning the track. Eric Almirola probably needed a little experience because right now he is far back in this group, and once again the struggles for SHR are coming back to bite them. Almirola tied at 26th position in points coming into this race with his rookie teammate Briscoe. Kevin Harvick, though, in terms of SHR struggling, it looks like it's not going to be the case for him as he's going to charge his way to the front for the end of Stage 2. And he's going to take the stage win and the points that come with it. Christopher Bell, Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, and Michael McDowell make his way up there into the top 5. Should mention that under the stage break, both Chris Windom and Denny Hamlin dropped out of the race with mechanical issues. Looking off the back of Kevin Harvick, the leader, Christopher Bell there in 2nd place. Kyle Larson has drifted back to 4th position now, and William Byron still has the hood damage. Surprised they haven't beat that down or just taken the hood off entirely after coming down the pit lane that time. Started to fade back a little, but he is still competitive, which is kind of an advantage on this dirt. Don't necessarily have the best looking car at the end of the day to get to the finish well. Riding on board of Bell, and he is looking at the back of Harvick and also a little bit of lap traffic and JJ Yaley. But look at Ross Chastain coming up the inside. This could be a big surprise. Chastain outside of the playoff bubble at the moment, but he is charging his way up to 2nd. Wondering if he's got anything for Harvick, but we're going to have problems here in Turn 3. JJ Yaley going around off the front end of Anthony Alfredo. With just 20 laps to go, we're going to have another caution. Going to stack the field up once again and see if anyone can take aim at the leader. Kevin Harvick once again going to have the restart. And Chastain is staying with him, at least for the moment, but now the 4 car gets the lane that he wants. He's down on the low side. Chastain going to try to work the high, but unfortunately he doesn't have anything right now to get up to him, and Kyle Larson dealing with that traffic, and that is hurting him badly. As look at Keselowski going to the inside. Truex trying to make the outside work. He is getting swallowed up as he's behind the 0-0 of Quinn Houff. Now he gets to the inside line, and he's going to try to work his way back up, but big disappointment for a driver that came in here as the favorite to win this one. Looking off of Joey Logano, he's trying to catch up to the 4 and the 42. Cole Custer, a lapped car in between them. But Harvick comes to the white flag. Drove the 17 truck in the truck event here earlier today. And it looks like those laps paid off. He is in front of the entire field and even in front of those that were considered the dirt guys. Harvick not necessarily considered one of them, but he is going to claim the victory here at Bristol, the first dirt event since 1970. It's going to go to the Ford car driver. How about that victory for him? That's going to be an awesome celebration. And that is the end of our first dirt event in over 50 years. Harvick out in front. Ross Chastain will come home in 2nd place. Great run for the 42 team. Joey Logano, Christopher Bell, and Kyle Larson making up the top 5. Larson still able to get that top 5, although he was considered a favorite to win this one. Michael McDowell comes home in 8th place. Martin Truex Jr. ran that truck event earlier, 9th. William Byron with the damage, 10th place for him. Kyle Busch, last car in the lead lap in 11th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. works his way up to 12th, and a great run for Ty Dillon. Vaughn Brothers Racing running a limited schedule, and they come on dirt team spot. Bubba Wallace and Daniel Suarez just outside the top 20. Tyler Reddick able to pull it back to 23rd after his scuffle earlier in the race. And some of those lower-end teams hiring the dirt guys didn't quite pay off. Shane Golovic finishing 31st, Stuart Friesen 32nd, Mike Maurer 34th, Chris Windom out of the race, unfortunately, with a mechanical issue. Denny Hamlin also dropping out with mechanical issues, as was Eric Jones later in the third stage. That is it for NR2003 Predicts. We hope you enjoy the race, and we will see you all next time.